Stephen Ogol. I am a married man, like most of you could be. I am now a father of 3 children. I happen to be the national coordinator of the Christian Ambassadors of Uganda, a lay apostolate with its headquarters in Soroti Catholic Diocese, dedicated to preach and defend the truth, all the doctrines of the church, and most importantly, geared towards defending the authentic teachings of the church. And to begin with, as Christian Ambassadors of Uganda, we are very much blessed that we are in Soroti Catholic Diocese, and our bishop is a very strong man behind this mission, and we're trying to do what it takes to make sure that we don't give room for people to come and play with our faith. Today, as we celebrate the feast of the Uganda Martyrs, St. Charles Lwanga and all his companions were ordinary men like we are, common people, ordinary people. And among them was a child, a young boy that we know as St. Kisito. We come to stand firm as Catholics, not only as ordinary Catholics, but as Catholics who have chosen to stand to defend our faith, especially at this time when the world is going through a crisis. In a round kopakwana ejayayun ijanga. The faith is under attack. And the so-called the elite people, those who are so educated, are standing up against the faith and are doing what it takes to make sure that they take people away from believing in a God who created them. Seeing an army like you, seeing dedicated women and men like you are, gives the church hope that we are able to have the future filled with the Holy Spirit. The Uganda Martyrs that we celebrate today, their feast, like I said, were people who were taught the authentic teaching of the church. The Uganda Martyrs were people who embraced the true teaching of the church, right from their baptism. And in the history of the Uganda Martyrs, you realize that the Uganda Martyrs were given a solid teaching. And what makes me very happy is that you are catechists. And you are the people I always refer to be the chefs of the Catholic Church. A chef is a person who prepares meals in a hotel. Irasesu otoma aijana kinlo asuban, irasesu bala eke pok lo hoteli ala polon. Ide hoteli ngone nyartai eklesia lo Catholic. You are people who are backing faith. You are the people who are preparing us, the common people, the catechumen. You are the ones who are preparing us, beginning with the first sacraments. And today, as we remember the faith that the Uganda Martyrs got, it becomes a very important point in the life of a catechist like you are. Lolo ije oni numunumi aitun ikaje nakakwi luko ya rasi luagayok kwa pe mwalimu le dini ije ido samu ne jasese. Our hope and the hope of the entire church is in the life of a person who prepares others to understand his faith. And in this case, in other words, the life of the church rests on you catechists who are preparing people to come to God. From the sacrament of initiation, that is baptism, it is a catechist who prepares the parents of these children and even the catechumen, those who are to be baptized, those who are to get a stage, those who are to be confirmed, even those who are to go for holy matrimony. It is you to prepare them. Even the priests we are going to have, you are the first people to prepare them. A catechist. A catechist is the first person to prepare even the Pope we are going to hope for. Passes through a catechist. This, therefore, should not make you to celebrate, should not make you to smile or to rejoice, but it must make you to get more challenged that you are doing a senior responsibility. Arouting only tutori, araida a popule buna jaun. Arouting only tutori ngule losa dukokin. Mame koto ina kija yela mikin. Be ajay dongo boro. Kunye koto ina kijo aini ngosit na epol. Ebe e kwekini ngai etolomuni e popula jokan. It must give you a challenge to ask yourself, how best must I prepare this person that assuming he becomes a pope, he must be a good pope. He must be a good priest. He must be a good wife. She must be a good wife, a good mother. He must be a good father. It lies on you. This therefore means that the more you understand the Catholic faith, the more you appreciate the Catholic faith, the more you get to understand the true doctrines of the church, the more you are able to do a good job. If you are able to understand the faith, therefore you are able to produce quality people, quality Christians. Remember, being a catechist means you are going to teach, you are going to instruct, you are going to train, you are going to form. In other words, being a catechist is something so complex. It's not only teaching, it's also forming. And when you are forming people, you are forming Christians, not only for the common living, but for heaven. Ishe nakini jo itungalu, mamuju ishe nakini lu anwara ntungala joka kabon, konye eraya anwara ntungala joka kido ibucho kina loma dai, toma kuj. And the most important thing in the formation and in the life of a catechist is you must aim at leading people to heaven. Not only showing people heaven. Merai todikin tungane jai akuj. Konye au pari ke tungalo ne jai nyo toma akuj. We must not only be willing to show people where heaven is, but we must be able to walk with these people to heaven. Why I said being a catechist is a senior responsibility, it means that you are not doing a mission like for NRM mobilization, like for FDC mobilization, like for UPC mobilization, like for a Mioga mobilization, like for a Tabu group mobilization, like not just a mobilization. The destination is heaven. And whatever you do as a catechist, there must be a core point, a core call at the back of your mind that whatever I am doing must lead me first to heaven, and all those I am leading must go to heaven. That therefore means that even when you are dressing up to leave home, even when you are washing the cassock, you must be knowing that I am going for a senior mission, a mission to lead people where? To heaven. Even when you are handling your husband, even when you are handling your wife and your children, you must be aware that they must go to heaven. They must go to heaven.